Hello. It was 3 years ago today when I learned that my friend and cousin, John Brown, died. I found out on June the 16th, 2019. Now, shortly before John's death, he swiped some of my pills. He swiped them when my back was turned. And I needed those pills because I'm schizophrenic. Well, I called the police and had the police to tell him that if he came back to my house, he'd be going to jail for trespassing. I would try to tell him not to come back, but he thought he didn't have to listen to me. Well, I thought he might listen to the police. Well, John died about 5 or 6 days after I made that phone call to the police, but I didn't know he was going to die. And this man named Gary and his girlfriend came out here 3 years ago today, and they told me, they said that somebody told them that John had died from a drug overdose, and they thought I might know for sure. I said, well, no, I don't, but I can get on the internet and find out. And before I got on the computer, I was thinking, well, now, this could just be a rumor. John might not be dead. But I looked, and sure enough, he had died. And it had been 3 weeks since he had been to my house, and I assumed he hadn't been back out here because I called the police, but no, it was because he died. But now, if I had not called the police, I would have known that something was wrong, because John not coming out here in 3 weeks, that not only would have been odd, that would have been downright strange. Now, John, he about drove me out of my skull, wanting to borrow money, wanting to sell me stuff I didn't need, and he wouldn't stop pestering me. And like, if he'd knock on the door and I'd get up and walk to one of the bedrooms, he'd just walk around the house and throw pebbles at the bedroom window and holler, "Randy, Randy," and he would not leave me alone. And I didn't know that he had died until he was done buried. I would have went to his funeral if I had known that he had died, but he was done dead and buried before I found out. Now, John and I, we had our good times and our bad times. But during the last couple years of his life, whenever a vehicle would pull up around my house, I would about jump out of my skin because I would be thinking, oh Lord, that's somebody bringing John Brown out here to aggravate. But then I would see that it was my neighbor pulled up in front of my house and then back down into his driveway. And then I would immediately calm down because I knew that wasn't John. And when I was a kid, my brother used to get furious when people would turn around in our driveway. One time, he went out there with a Pepsi bottle that was made out of glass, and he was acting like he was going to throw it and smash the windshield out of this man's van. He got so mad. Well, I was thinking, well, I don't see why he's getting so upset. You know, all the people are doing is turn around their driveway, big deal. But during the last couple of years of John's life, if I had had a driveway, see, there's no longer a driveway out there. There was a gravel driveway a long, long time ago, but there's nothing there now. But if there was a driveway and people had been turning around in my driveway during the last couple of years of John's life, I would have been getting very agitated because I would have been thinking it was somebody bringing John to aggravate. And I just couldn't take it anymore. But I do regret calling the police on him, seeing that he died just a few days later. I regret that. If I had to do over again, I wouldn't have done it, but I didn't know he was going to die. And I am truly sorry that the man is dead. Rest in peace, John. Well, this has been my video. Thanks for watching.